Kirsten lives and breathes her footy, but the Mad Magpie fan copped a 5-year ban for bad behaviour at a game. Kirsten says she's cleaned up her act. The AFL says stay out.
A lone pie, sad, sorry, and now sober.
It was a terrible day that I regret.
The walk to the G. Kirsten Black's done it 100 times over, hoping to march back out to the tune of
I used to sit front row and hold up banners and cheer for the boys and get the boys over the line.
See the barricades are shouting.
Get off me! Get off! Get off me!
4-6 still behind. Collingwood fishing with a rush.
Kirsten's the Mad Magpies fan who drunkenly shouted her way to a 5-year ban from the AFL, all over her bad behaviour.
I did 2 fingers, not 1 finger.
Marched out by police for giving the fork.
You already kicked me out.
Listen, you're required to give us your name and address because your phone.
It's round 16, July 4, 2021, and the Saints pip the Pies by 9 and lose one of their most passionate.
Go Pies!
Kirsten copping a ban very few have, a ban she's begging to have slashed.
I'm begging you, please reverse your decision. I will be a different person. I am a different person.
According to Kirsten, a Collingwood Legends member, someone at the game that day reported her for giving the middle finger after a goal, an act she denies.
Because I made a conscious decision previously that I wasn't going to do it anymore.
While she admits she did do the 2-finger salute, the Pies' tragic claims security and police were heavy-handed, and it all ended uglier than it needed to.
A female security guard came up to me inside. She'd already, told me to pull my head in, and I said I was going to.
But when another security guard tried to speak to Kirsten during the half-time break outside the MCG, she ignored them.
No.
You're not coming in. I'll call you.
No. No.
Kirsten brazenly walked straight back in, and that's when police pounced. Kirsten ending up on the ground in the middle of a security pack after being dragged outside the G.
No, you did not do this. You did not do this.
Then she had to front court, where Kirsten pleaded guilty to resisting arrest and failing to state her name and address, and was slapped with an 18-month ban from the MCG and a 1,825-day lockout by the AFL.
I think it's a bit extreme.
Football great Kane Corns has weighed in on Kirsten's case.
If I'm taking my kids to the footy, I don't want to be surrounded by behaviour like that.
But the Port Adelaide Premiership player says after 2 years sidelined, now is the right time to give Kirsten a second chance.
I think a ban was necessary from what I've seen. In terms of how long the ban is, 5 years seems a bit extreme.
This brutality at a Carlton Collingwood game in 2019 saw the offenders get slapped with the same AFL ban as Kirsten. Kirsten's a former security guard herself. She had her old boss and friends write references to help in her appeal of the AFL ban.
She has demonstrated on numerous occasions that she is a fit and proper person and an asset to the company.
Kirsten is a good person, and taking the MCG away from her would cripple Kirsten.
Missed all of last year and half of the year before. I mean, I can't go to watch the boys train.
Last month, more than a year after submitting her appeal to the AFL, the 49-year-old was finally informed she wouldn't be welcomed back until the whole ban was served. A kick in the guts for a footy fan who wears her heart on her sleeve and her club head to toe.
Footy's my life. I just want to attend the games.
The Magpie Army is gearing up for a big season. They'll miss their loudest voice.
They've got to get their priorities right when it comes to things like this.
Corinne's in the Collingwood cheer squad, a member of the club for 54 years and a friend of Kirsten's.
I mean, I know she's got a loud voice and everything else and yells out, but I've never heard her swear at a player. I've never heard her do that.
So, in a last-ditch attempt to one day watch her boys play, Kirsten's owning up.
I was inebriated. I want to say I'm a when I have a few too many.
She says she's sobered up
and know that I have changed my ways. I don't drink anymore. I've given up cigarettes as well.
And is saying sorry.
Well, I want to say sorry to the MCG.
Why?
Because I love the AFL and I love the MCG and I just want to go to the football. I want to say sorry to people who may have been there.
But even that isn't enough to win over the AFL. In the statement, it made clear Kirsten has 3 years to go.
The AFL will not tolerate those who don't act in a manner that meets community standards and expectations.
5 years is too long. I just want a second chance.
I tell you what, this one has the office divided, and for what it's worth, which is probably not much, I reckon 2 years is enough, but she's back with no more chances. If it happens again and there's trouble, just start that 5-year ban all over again.